All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the San Antonio Express. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready. 53 is the mic. Go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Hey. Check. Topper.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. I'm coming. Yep. Go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Buzz. Mike 52. Danny.
2nd and 3. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 16 yards, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
Break. 53. Check 53. Here we go, G. Get off the field. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Go. Mike. Hey, Haywood. Mike. Here we go. Share. Ready.
They'll set up the throw, eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go. Hey, lady. 0-0, Mike Green. I'm scared. Watch the eye. Kill.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll rumble for about 6, up across the 20 to the 22.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
26 Mike. Watch the pass. 26 Mike. 26. Hey, Delta. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here?
From the 27, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33.
Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 4. Check 4.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they receive from them.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to throw here. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one goes for 30 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You. Shift. Watch the shift. Switch it. Come on, switch now.
2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
15 line. So we got man. Hey, Alpha. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 14. And his throw here is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on him all game long.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
Hey, lock it. Stop.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Go on. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, orbit.
Check.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
218, chop.
Now back to throw. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, he's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 66 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check. 80 weapon.
53's the mark. 53. Check.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready?
53's the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check 99. Check 99.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back now in San Antonio as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Mike. Check the out. Check the
Hey,
out.
exit.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I'll get him.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Second and 5 at the Jets' 15-yard line.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Rocket. Check out 61. Matchbox lights.
Kill. Turn up.
Hey, wahoo.
2nd and 5. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year. And that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little...
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 75 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Come on,
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Single receiver at the 40-yard line.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He finds Coleman. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll drop the throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
5. Ready?
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This is Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Mike 52 right here. Here we go.
Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the Jets have got it. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken at his 4.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
53. I got it. Shoot. Check 3.
2nd and 10. The tight end making the catch. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Josh Oliver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, I'm in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make you lots of money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out,
since I blew, they